Hello, everyone. It's been a very interesting time since our last video. We may be coming to you like a week, maybe 3, 4 days later, but Thanksgiving and all, we had to like take a little, do whatever we needed to do with family and friends and Thanksgiving. But what I want to say is because it's been intense, we just want to really first answer and thank people that been putting notes underneath our website, our actually YouTube, and saying thank you so much for writing. And we have a question that we need to answer. So on that, I'm going to have
What's her name?
what's I'm going to have Susan answer it. I was just thinking of the question, so I'm going to have Susan answer.
Well, speaking of family, and that was what the question was about, and I think quite a few of us come up against this, is politics and family. Politics is one of those subjects, along with religion, where people's beliefs are very deeply held. And you don't want to mess with people's deeply held beliefs unless they're willing to look at those beliefs and talk about them and perhaps change those beliefs. Now, usually in politics, people want to argue, want to debate. They don't want to change their beliefs. So for me, I'm just like, we're never going to agree on this. I'm happy that you have your beliefs. I have mine, but I'm not going there.
Yeah.
And leave it at that, because
too.
all you're going to do is debate, and anger will rise, and it's just not worth it, because it's just not worth it. You're not going to change anybody's belief system unless they're willing to.
And the lady that wrote before this question also, she kind of pointed that we needed to focus that everything is broken down. Everything is shaking right now. And also people get really scared when their base, what they know all along, what they knew all this time, the shakeup that happens inside of them. So people don't like change very often. So I would say, I agree with Susan when she said just, it's your belief and it's my belief, but also really give them love because of that shakeup that's happening and they cannot deal. So they need unconditional love and how do I say, just a hug, just a smiley face, not about you keep shaking their core, because the more you shake the core, the more they're going to resist and shut in.
It's just about respecting someone else's beliefs.
Absolutely.
That's all it is you must respect theirs, just as you would hope that someone would respect your belief system as well.
Exactly. So we're going to get to the point now. I'm going to let Susan talk again, because there's a lot going on that I just don't know where to start personally.
Well, before I walked out the door this morning, I said to myself, what a weird world. And that's kind of what it feels like. And I am one who is very much hibernating during these winter months. And so I've spent probably an inordinate amount of time by myself. And so when I do go out, I'm finding it particularly challenging to walk this mundane world and to stay grounded. So for those of you who are sensitive or who are empathic or who are very much aligned with the other worlds, this is a challenging time to go out. And there's such frenzy because the season calls for frenzy. So just be very careful. If you can, limit your amounts out there into that frenziness. If you can't, make sure you shield yourself with some kind of light, love and light, some kind of bubble, something that will keep you protected while you're out there.
It's kind of interesting because the same thing I had when I was talking to my Greek group today, because I do every Sunday a Greek meditation, and I've been getting together with them through Skype. And, what happens is anything can shake you off your core. Anything can shake you right now. Even, you say something to them and then they pick up the phone to look at, because of what you said, they want the confirmation, which was a very interesting to see that, I said, I sent this music out, they didn't get it. So two of them got on their phone talking to each other. And instead of continuing listening to what the teaching was.
Right. What is reality? Yeah. What is reality? Yeah. Let me ask my phone.
Yeah. Interesting. And then I said to them, the phone, like right now, is checking how many hours a day I'm on my phone. This new phone that I got.
Yeah.
He says, you're on your phone 5 hours. I mean,
my iPad does that as well. Very embarrassing.
It is. And what we try to say is anything right now, like Susan said, if you're not, you're a very sensitive soul, just know what shakes you up. It's so important to know and stay grounded and make you grounding, and also put protection, make you grounding strong with the protection there. So I will agree with Susan on that one. And
But you may not even know what's going to shake you.
yeah, of course not.
Like I went out and I was having a wonderful time, but then when I got enclosed with other people, it really shook me because the energy was way too much. And so I hadn't anticipated that. I was looking forward to this big gathering, this big banquet, and I just couldn't do it. So I had to honor myself, pick up my food, and go to another place that felt calmer.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Yeah.
and this has been our week because we both came out of the Vedic astrology. I was speaking, and Susan was there also, and you can see it was a little bit more grounding
Oh,
there.
they're always grounded.
Yeah,
They're much more academic. They are not
yeah.
woo-woo. Yeah.
But they've really, but there's some of them that can go off a little bit. But there was a very great grounding gathering, and it was very interesting to watch in Sedona. It was the Vedic astrology that happens here every year, and it was a very powerful. I think this was a very powerful moment because I've been with them almost 25 years now, with the Vedas, and it was a very grounding situation. But also I saw people wanting more information of the spiritual path, because my talks are a little bit more into the tantric aspect of the teachings of the Vedas. They're not so academic, but people wanting this. It's time for the knowledge, because I think people are ready to wake up,
Right.
really understand themselves beyond the academics part.
Right.
And it's very interesting. I'm going to talk about this for a second. I'm just finding out that there's one person in India, there's a guru in India right now that charges $15,000 for 10 days of teaching. And people go to them because they're academics. And guess what? Because they're going to get a diploma, they believe paying them $15,000 is okay. Yeah. So
it's one of those hooks. There are quite a few hooks out there right now. And in our passion, our interest, our desire for more wisdom, we may be willing to pay outrageous amounts thinking that will do it. And yeah, it really is coming from inside.
exactly.
You are your own internal guru.
And I think we get paid for our sessions, but it's reasonable, correct? Our sessions are reasonable, and we all get money exchange. But when it's overly, you have to look at it to see why you're getting out of it.
Yeah.
$10,000, $15,000. It goes, I think, up to $50,000, from $8,000 to $15,000 of 10-day work, and it's just, I think it's too much, because we can go to India and feed people and take care of women and children with that kind of money. And I think this is where we need to focus our interest, how to help others, not just spend $50,000 just to get a 10-day training.
I'm gonna say focus on your own inner
That's true
self, and then when that feels full, when your cup feels full, then you can start giving a little more
to others. Yes.
others. But I think number one is you must fill up your own internal core.
I agree with you.
Your cup, your core, your heart, however you want to call that.
I agree with you. So, what can we say? Astrologically, this is a very good time from where we gather from the astrologers in the Vedic teachings, and it's about, we're going to get a lot of help for 2020. And I think now, again, for me, feels I want to continue closing my book. I want to continue closing the old book that doesn't serve me anymore. That's what my energy feels like I want to keep doing. So I will suggest that for all of you too.
Yeah, so it's not going to get easier, but I think we'll be able to ride these challenges easier.
Yeah.
So that is the good news. There's good stuff coming up, and
wait, think about it. Astrologically, can you imagine if we were not where we are now?
Exploded and imploded
and probably not even understand it and not understand the changes, because we're getting great help from the universe right now, a huge help for us to shift to the next level. And I have said it many times, I feel very lucky being part of this change.
Yeah.
Really lucky.
We're all a part of it. We can't do it without each and every one of you.
Exactly. And we need to be connected. We need to be connected and, ask for help and write, ask us questions. We'll answer in the next video we'll do. Sorry it took a little bit longer, but we'll definitely answer them. And we just want to thank you because we really love you for watching us. I think I really feel a big appreciation for that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So we thank you so much. Coming back to you next week. Please subscribe so we can get 100 people on subscribe. And
the reason we want 100 because we get our own channel then.
Yes, that's good. I forgot about
I know.
that.
I was like, why do we want 100? So because we get our own channel then. Yay.
So, and we love to go to everybody with his little notes from Sedona and the vortexes, because here, trust me, they're spinning. So anyway, thank you, and we love you, and we'll see you next week.